Inga, what do you think?
Yes, I think so. And I think probably it will be difficult to be able to implement something like that. But I don't think it's impossible because if you think about it, LinkedIn, has any of you ever been in LinkedIn jail?
No.
Thankfully, no, but I know a lot of people have,
I have.
Yes.
especially influencers.
Yeah, I have. Many times.
And how
Okay.
did that happen? And how long were you out? And what did you have to do to get back?
So there were different instances. I'll tell you, the ones that I'm specifically speaking of is like when you. So I would have on a Saturday I would have a social Saturday post where many people would comment and I would respond to them and as is proper practice on LinkedIn, I tag people in my response, right? So, but when I respond too many times within a certain period of time, that's when I would end up being in LinkedIn jail. And a lot of the time it would happen for maybe about 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Is this
So-
the thing where you can't tag anyone else?
You can't respond.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
comment. Like your ability
That's so
to
weird.
comment is taken away.
Yeah. That's happened to
and then
me
you
6
wait.
or 7 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's and you're like, what the heck? Like I keep trying to comment and respond and then it just like your comment disappears and you're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then there's been an instance where something was going on with my computer and I had 2-factor authentication. And when I was trying to get into my LinkedIn account, it would give me a code on another app, but then somehow it would ask for the code again, and I would give the code that I have on my phone, and then it's the wrong code. So I got locked out of my account. My account completely got removed from LinkedIn.
That's
Yes, and I had to verify who I was. I received a message from LinkedIn and I had to actually send them an image of my passport so that that I was really who I was saying I was. And so if they can do those things,
Yeah.
it's possible
no
for them
kidding.
to filter out comments. And I have a friend of mine actually, she was wanting to connect with other people in her profession, and what she did was, like we have a connection limit per week. And it would say, you would get a message saying, FYI, you're approaching your connection limit. And she would just say, oh, she'd click okay, whatever, and she'd just continue until she couldn't anymore. And she did that for a few weeks. And LinkedIn has now blocked her and removed her. She's not allowed to be on LinkedIn. She even tried with a different email address, but with the same name, LinkedIn has blocked her. She cannot create a LinkedIn profile.
Wow.
What
Yeah.
is
Wow,
wrong?
indeed.
Yeah.
What is
So
wrong with them? And this is a good person. What
Yeah.
about all people who come on to you, who do all these sordid things, and they're allowed to continue on their merry way? We're talking about fine professional people. They do not deserve that treatment.
no. And so my argument is, if they can do all those things, of course they can filter out your the bad comments. And I've had experience where I've had negative comments on my posts, but LinkedIn leaves it up to the poster to then say, hey LinkedIn, this is bad, let's not have this, right? And I don't know, like, how do you they need to have some sort of balance, and like I said earlier, they need to be more proactive in preventing this kind of behavior.
Very valid point. I think if people complain, maybe that could open up the dialogue so we can ameliorate the situation.
Yeah.
Well, that's what.
And-
Go on. No. Oh, Inga's got slightly distracted. You all right? And so, the technology is clearly able, and the hoops you have to jump through to prove yourself mean that every time you report someone, that person should be held to that standard.